Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes. And who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod, episode 203. Pete Hegseth, I was on a boat, bitch. And then you blew it up. And then you killed me, bitch. Welcome, motherfuckers. What's up? It's going, dude. I always turn on the news, on mute, like on my TV whenever we start recording, just in case anything happens. One time, when that door blew off on the Alaskan Airlines flight, that happened while we were recording.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm adjusting. Gotta use these wireless buds.
I'm looking over at it right now, and it's like Trump's bringing in the National Guard into Minnesota to round up undocumented Somalis.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it says but the reason I'm bringing this up on the Chiron, it says Feds investigating $1 billion fraud, and it's that used to mean something when it says Feds, but when you think about who the Feds are, it's fucking Kash Patel and Pam Bondi are investigating. It's that doesn't mean shit anymore. It's I just noticed that right as we hit record.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't hit. Doesn't hit
No,
as
it
hard.
doesn't. It used to mean something. The Feds. It's okay, well that even under Trump won.
Yeah, because they didn't have a bunch of loyalists in these positions. It was people who actually did their jobs, which pissed him off. That's why his approach has been different. That's why we have Kash Patel.
That's right. And his barely legal country music star girlfriend who's being escorted by a SWAT team for security.
Yeah, as a SWAT, and she's terrible. She's not even that good.
Oh no, she's terrible. Yeah, she
her music's really bad. Her original.
She did a
music's-
"Stop This" or "Take Our Country Back." This is one of her songs. Yeah,
No, she's with Kash Patel.
did, and everybody thinks that she's a psyop, that she's a undercover agent because she's too hot for Kash Patel. It's isn't it that he has a private plane that he's been using for her?
Dude, can you imagine? That'd be so bad if it was just everybody's oh, she's got to be a spy or some sort of foreign asset. She's way too hot for you, and
Dude,
people
well,
just say that to you.
That's my goal. That's my goal. To get my girlfriend so hot that people say shit like that to me. My League of Dorks fantasy football league. It's 16 teams or 16 players or guys. And then the group chat, whenever I got the X, I was I outkicked my coverage, and somebody was "Yeah, you fucking did," and that made me feel good. It's I'd rather my girlfriend be hotter than me, right? That means she's hot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, but Kash Patel's not good looking, so it's he knows it.
There's probably a sect of people who think Kash Patel's attractive.
Dude, he has goofy, he has he's cross-eyed.
I don't know. Some people are into that.
I guess.
Yeah, some people are ooh.
He's a fascist. He's a fascist.
He can barely see. Ooh, I'm into that. That's hot.
He wrote a children's book about Donald Trump being the king. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true.
How are you?
Good. Staying busy. It's cold as shit in the Dallas area right now. It's been that classic. That's so great time of the year in Texas. It's 40 degrees, but it feels like it's 12. It's the same because the wind chill factor, which is just sounds made up. It's oh, it's only 40, but the wind chill factor, it feels like it's 8. You're this blows, and then it starts raining, and so it's bone chilling, cold and raining. Feels like it's freezing, but it's not cold enough to freeze. It's great.
Tight. It's really windy out here and cold for us, but that means 50.
Yeah, the past couple of days it's been oh, it feels like it's 20, and it'll be super windy and raining the whole time. I hate Texas winters more than I hate a hot Texas summer.
Yeah, I mean the Texas summers, I remember I used to play basketball outdoors, it'd be 100 and something degrees, and then you try to get me to play like basketball when it's like 80 in California. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
What, too hot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I realized that like a few years after I lived out here, and the homies came out, and they're like, "Dude, it's so nice out," and it was like 83, and I'm like, "Dude, it's fucking hot out. Like, what are you talking about?"
Well, baby, dude.
I know.
See, and here people be like, it's 100 degrees. Why are you wearing jeans? And you're like, what else would I wear? Like, and
Right.
like, what are you talking about? If any of my skin's exposed, like, well, I might like get skin cancer on my legs from the sun. So that's why I wear jeans all the time.
I mean, I was a pool boy to the stars. I never once put suntan lotion on.
Ooh, pool boy to the stars, no lotion. That sounds like some weird porn movie.
So, I mean, it
Pool
might have
boy
been.
to the stars, no lotion edition.
No.
Sorry, fresh out of lotion.
Sorry, Diddy got it all.
I wanted to. I mean, we're not going to do now. Well, we should watch it and then talk about the Diddy documentary.
Yeah, it just came out today.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to watch
Diddy's
it.
apparently Diddy's pissed about it. What a shocker.
Yeah. Oh my God. No way. Diddy's man. Can't believe you made a movie about how I was doing freaky shit,
The best is
making
the
people
clip.
pee on my girlfriend, dog. Why would you do that?
There's this clip out there. You've probably seen it, but it's a 50 Cent and he's talking about Diddy, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, he's just weird. Like he
Try to
asked me
take him
once-
shopping.
Yeah, he asked me what he goes, "Hey man,"
Go
he's like,
shopping.
he's like, "I'll take you out shopping one time." He's like, "What the fuck?"
I'll pay for everything. It'll be on me. I'm like, what? You taking me shopping? Grown ass man. Yeah, I've seen that clip. That's
Like,
really funny.
if it wasn't 50 saying that, and I just saw Diddy say that to someone, I wouldn't think it's that weird because it's just like that world is just weird, you know. But like, yeah, that is super weird. Like just asking a grown or telling a grown ass man you'll take him out shopping, like it's wild. Like
Yeah,
Diddy
he
is, like,
Diddy's
an
just like
absurd person,
Well, he's just got so much money, so he's just
and
like,
he's in a fashion and like, but it's just so stupid, dude. And 50's like, yeah, dude, you're like, you know who I am. Like, Diddy actually did show up in Bad Boy Records before he got signed by Aftermath, like Dre's label. So he was like,
yeah.
he like did a mixtape and he was like shopping who's gonna sign. He rolled up into Bad Boy Records with Diddy for the meeting, and he had a bulletproof vest on, and Diddy didn't
remember
sign
that.
him. Yeah, because he was like worried about like the heat. What a fuck up.
People might be
50 Cent
worried
wouldn't
we're
be
into
this-
weird stuff if we hang out with the guy with the bulletproof vest on. Everybody's like, yeah, Diddy, you so smart, dog. Man, this De Leon tequila's not bad at all. It's good. He's like, yeah, that's right. And come to find out, he's fucking weird. There's all these pictures and stuff of him in prison right now too, where he's just like having the time of his life. Have you seen
I
him?
saw a picture and I didn't know if it was real or not. But it
Where
was
he's
him
all
on the-
great, all grayed
he's
out.
Yeah, and he's like on the
Yeah.
basketball court with
Mhm.
like some dude
Mhm.
who's like obviously like a lady boy, and who's like grabbing his arm and he's like talking to someone. Yeah, that was real.
I'm not sure if that one is, but there's apparently like pictures of him like from the yard, but he's just like yucking it up with the boys,
Yeah.
like having a good time. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Well, now that he knows he's gonna get out, you know.
And I mean, it's not like he's broke. That's what people have missed.
That's the other thing too. Yeah, he didn't
People
seize
like,
any of his
oh,
money.
like
He's
Diddy's
going right
broke.
back.
Yeah,
He's
no,
a billionaire.
he's a
He's going
billionaire.
right back. Yeah, his whole life is fine. Like if you told me, like if I was Diddy, and facing all the heat that I was facing, and then it just came. What do you get? Like 4 years or something?
Well, yeah,
I'd
but
be-
he had time served for most of it.
Yeah,
He got like
exactly.
a
So-
year.
Yeah, so I'd be chilling. I'd
Yeah.
be enjoying the fucking like food at the you know yard. or
Yeah,
whatever.
no, like, oh, like, people are taking it. I'm like, I don't know if you can really take it. He's got so much money. Commissary is overpriced, but come on, bro, let's be real. Diddy's buying everybody honey buns. You want a honey bun?
Yeah, that whole place is. Yeah, come on, dude.
That place moves and breathes with Diddy, for he has
Yeah.
so much money that it's just like the moment he shows up, it's corrupted.
Yes.
Corrupt card, oh, I'll give you 50 G's. Like, that's nothing. Like, and now that all that's done, he's already
Yeah,
paid.
and the money to be made after this, like in just like nefarious places, I'm sure, you know.
Oh, he'll do interviews. Someone will interview him.
Yeah, of course.
He'll be
back.
like DJ Vlad or some bullshit. We'll sit down and somebody's
And then
gonna.
he'll come out with a bop, and then we'll all just forgive him.
Yeah. Just a banger, just re-release like
Yeah.
Diddy's great, like Bad Boy's greatest hits, like a 2-disc album.
Mace will get involved.
Dude, that's somebody when he comes out because they don't like each other already. Because Diddy was always trying to fuck him over and kind of did fuck him over. But then you think about it in the big picture, like Diddy gave Mace his masters. Some of the people like in the past 2 years that he's got bad blood with, who he used to work with, he's like given them access to their stuff. Like, oh, you can have like this for your streams. Now you own your masters. And that's like, now in hindsight, that's totally like trying to fix fucked up shit he's fucked over, hoping that they don't talk. And I remember because Mace has that podcast he does with Cameron, and he was talking about it on there. But I just wonder, like, what that would be like now, like, if and when they do cross paths.
I don't know, like, and also there's like the factor like where like when Kanye got in the car accident and came out like with a hit, and all of a sudden he just thought like, oh God, like I'm God, like God like put me here for a reason, or like Trump got shot in the ear and then he's like, oh God put me on the planet. Diddy might have this complex where he's like, he feels like even more untouchable now. He's like, now what are they gonna do to me, like, and he might just go extra crazy.
He's gonna get and be like, Bill Cosby put me on this planet for a reason.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah, we're gonna get like a lot. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of Diddy.
You see, you got caught. That's the problem.
Well, they both got off like multiple times, for their fucking like sex crimes.
They tried to get the old bill. Like, right? I'm just saying, like, yeah, like that. Is that like a Diddy spirit animal?
It might be.
It's like
Bill
Captain
Cosby,
Planet, Captain Pervert. It's like he like combined everybody together.
So it's just
our powers combined. We have created Bill Cosby. And you just like up here.
It's Bill Cosby. It's Diddy. It's R. Kelly, and then it's Epstein.
Well, but
that's the Mount Rushmore.
Well, I mean, but they all have like that's like different people in the Captain Planet. So like Epstein's like fire. Like Earth.
No, he's water. He's water because he's.
Island boy. He's like water.
It's so funny. I called that episode like Island Boys, then I put like a fucking Island Boys song in there, and then now like on my feed is AI videos of Epstein and Trump actually as AI boys. Like I did like an animated AI or is Island Boys. I did an AI version of it like for the cover art. But like these are videos, like realistic videos, and they have like all the tats. It's been on my Facebook feed multiple times now. I'm like, fuck.
You're hooked
like,
in, dude.
Like for ChatGPT, I had to put like a parody of Donald Trump and Epstein as the Island Boys. It's crazy that ChatGPT knows what the Island Boys are.
How could you not, man?
No, I know. But it's just funny. I had zero explanation other than make them look like the Island Boys, and it was just like, boom, here you go. I did like 20 different versions of it before I got the one I wanted, but yeah.
Crazy.
I know. Okay, therapy question time. Joseph, therapy question number 1. Would you rather be a misunderstood genius or blissfully dumb legend?
Probably misunderstood genius, because a blissfully dumb legend, people would still talk about how stupid you are.
I know, but like, part
That's
of me
like,
wishes I was blissfully dumb right now.
Would you rather be like Doc Brown in Back to the Future, because that's like a misunderstood genius,
or Marty McFly?
Yeah, I'd rather be Doc Brown.
I'd rather be McFly.
See his ride coattails around time. I'd rather be the dude at the end.
Ride coattails and hovering skateboard.
I'd rather be the dude that shows up at the end, and I let like some time travel train. I got Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman, on my fucking arm, just
Shout
like
out.
What up, like rolling up all Victorian.
Color, kitty cat.
Like I have a feeling Doc Brown went back and like attacked the slave trade. Like there's so many things I feel like he would have accomplished with the time machine.
Or invested in the slave trade. I don't know, dude. That guy
Maybe
is
it's
translucent.
possible. It's possible. But yeah, I'd much rather be a misunderstood genius. Blissfully dumb legend too. People would talk shit about how dumb you were behind your back. You'd be like, fuck that
If
guy, he's
behind
dumb
my
as
back,
hell.
it doesn't. Okay, good for
And you'd
them.
be like, but like this is great. Like, nah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to do
Kind of
that.
like it. It there's aspects of it that are tempting for me.
Well, yeah, you're a legend. Everyone loves you.
A legend, but also blissful.
Yeah, you're happy all the time. You're so dumb that you're happy and you don't realize.
Yeah, dude. And life is tough right now out here in the streets. Like if like not having to like care about like, a genocide going on in Sudan, like like might be nice.
Just be like, yeah, everything's great.
Yeah.
Like, huh? There's problems in the world? That guy's a fucking legend, dude. He's stupid as hell, but it's my boy. Like, I don't know.
Well, something to think about, y'all.
That's a good one though.
Therapy question number 2. If your intrusive thoughts could talk, what accent would they have?
Probably Australian.
Mine would be French.
Because you should go slap that man right now.
Yes.
You should go show him who is business. Like that'd be, nah.
Yeah, they're
Australia would
intrusive.
be tight. You'd be like, go over there and fuck him up.
I didn't say you get to pick. I say what are they?
What accent would they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be Australian because they'd be saying like the C word all the time.
I mean, that's like which one would you want?
Mm.
I'm thinking of what it actually would have if it could. I'm not like I'm saying like if they're intrusive thoughts, like what kind of vibe is?
So would that make you more mad? Like your like your self-deprecating inner monologue is French. He's like, "You are stupid, American." You're like, "Oh
Yeah,
my
of course that
god,
would make me mad.
this fucking motherfucker, dude!" Like,
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah.
get out of my head. Nah, it'd be way cooler if it was Australian, just because he would throw this
It would be
C
nice.
word around constantly. He'd just be constantly calling you the C word, and it would be like you'd be uncomfortable. People like, this is how I talk. Like he'd be so confused on why he'd have a problem with it. Yeah, I'd want something like that, or New Zealand, which is similar, but they're so friendly that it would be like a really nice, bad, intrusive thought. So it would like be telling you horrible things, but it would sound super nice about it. Like that'd be pretty cool.
Or Russian.
Yeah, that'd be a good devil on your shoulder. It's like some like Russian dude. That'd be pretty tight. Like not tight, but
No.
if you had to pick one, if you had to like pick select your character,
That's
Russian,
what I'm saying.
Russian
Yeah.
would be a highly picked. That would be in like the top 3% of people who like pick like, oh, what you had to pick one in character selection. A lot of people would pick Russian.
Yeah. Swipe left on the dating app if they're Russian, though. Remember.
Oh yeah, you're very anti dating Russian.
Just the other day, languages spoken. That's one of the things on the dating app. This person had Russian and Ukrainian. Swiped left.
That's so difficult to learn. Russian's such a hard language.
Oh, it was like 3 other languages too.
So she's just smart, and you're like,
Just had to
nah,
go.
nah.
Had to go.
She'd figure it out too quick. I'm out. You'd figure it out. Like you're great, but you would piece this together so quick. I done got 2 weeks, girl. I'm out.
Yeah, right.
Peace out, though. Appreciate you. It's tight you speak Mandarin. Like that's cool. That means like you're way too smart for me, dude. Like I'm into it. You won't
No,
be.
dude.
You won't
No,
be.
man. They're just it's a honeypot, dude. Clearly.
They're just
Clearly.
honey potting you.
Yeah. They're honeypotting dudes in the just period.
To just like come over and hang out or what?
I don't know what it is, but I know that Russia does do that. Has honeypots on dating apps for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. I just don't know like what they're gonna get from like
Well, for me, everything.
Randy who works at Over.
I don't know. Just look at the fucking rankings of the podcast, dude. Other than Bangladesh, who just jumped into the top 10. I don't know how. But it's fucking Russia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, all these fuckers, dude. Come on.
Monitoring us.
Or we're the counterculture.
Oh, we're leading that rebellious flag.
Yeah, they're listening to it on on the sneak tip.
Viva la talk shit.
Therapy question number 3. Would you rather your phone autocorrect everything to pirate slang or Shakespearean English?
Way back in the day, there was a mode. I don't know if it's still there, but you could set your Facebook page language to pirate, and Facebook would only everything would talk to you like a pirate. So
I
like,
did not know that.
I don't know if it still does it, but yeah, you used to be able to
What?
change. You didn't know that there's a
No, dude.
pirate was a language.
I wonder if that was like one of their hackathons that they do, like where people just like come up
No, it
with
was
like
like
a.
dead serious. It would like
No, I mean, like originated from. They would like do these things where everybody gets like a chance to like come up with like a new feature. And I wonder if somebody did that and they're like, oh, let's just put that in there.
I'm gonna try to find it.
Now that you're back into the good graces of Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, there's Facebook's English pirate option is no longer available, but would turn the interface into pirate slang. So instead of friends, it says me hearties. Events would be Grogfest. Settings would be Cap'n and Quarters. Like everything was changed.
Weird.
It would be instead of what's on your mind, it'd be like, what be on your mind?
So
Tell
which
me
one would
what's
you
on
pick?
your mind there, SpongeBob.
What be on your mind is what it would say.
Yeah. What be on your mind? Y-E-R.
Okay, so which one would you pick? Shakespearean English or pirate slang?
Probably Shakespearean English.
Just because it's cooler. You could just
Yeah,
just
I could
impress
fool
people.
just as like a black dude too, just like fuck with people on the phone. I'd show up and I'd be like, if I had my phone auto correct. So texting, yeah, Shakespearean English because pirate would get annoying too. People would be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, drop it. You're not a goddamn pirate.
Okay, but when you're saying like hath and all that shit, twas.
Yeah.
I say twas anyways. I don't know what
Twas.
else. Yeah, what else is
I like
Shakespearean
saying, I like
English?
saying
It's been a minute.
alas. I like saying alas all the time. Alas, I digress.
Alas, I digress. That's
Yeah,
even
boom.
worse.
That's how we do it. No, pirates like would just get old. People would get tired of it. At least they'd be like, oh, you could be like, oh, I have a major in Shakespearean English, so it's just a habit. I try not to lose my ability to use it.
So,
You
yeah,
can come up with a
you
better.
always try to come up with excuses for these things.
Because I mean, they're
like how would I
talking
sell it? How would I sell this?
Yeah, well, one of them is how do I monetize this? Let's get paid. You're like,
That's true. That's true.
Like I'm always like looking for the angle, like how do I like monetize this? But yeah, I feel like either way you have to have an excuse. Hey, we'll
That's
call
just
you.
how
We'll
I, that's
call
just
you
how
in
I
a.
talk.
We'll call you in a. We'll call you in a little bit. Grandma passed. We're gonna call you whenever we're leaving the hospital. Arr! She went down to Davy Jones's locker and she ain't coming back. Like, no, that's a bad. I would much rather it just be like, oh no. Doth tell me that grandmother has gone on to the realm of the sleeping forever. That sounds way, at least that's over dramatic, rather than like everything would be a joke if your autocorrect was pirate. Everything you said, there's so many scenarios.
If you were in England and you were talking like that, well, dude, again,
You get beat up. They'd be like, quit making fun of us, bro.
Oh, like, would you be? No, would they be like impressed? Would be like, oh, dude, this guy knows how to speak English.
Maybe. But pirate, they'd be like, fuck this guy. Like, this
Oh yeah,
guy,
of course.
everything is pirate with this guy. Who is this fucking asshole? Like, why do you do that? Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know. Just comes out.
See, I was thinking it was Somali pirate. Like, I am the captain now.
Careful, it's racist. No, that
What
would
I've
be.
done, is it anymore?
That would
You
be
know?
cool.
We're going to round them up, bro.
For any of them, that would be intrusive thoughts. Would be cool if it was like some African type guy, Somali guy. That would be awesome. Do not let
Speaking
him
of-
talk to you like that. You go up and
Speaking-
slap that man.
There was
Huh?
another coup. There was another coup in Africa, and I don't get it, dude. Like with these dudes who do the coups in Africa, like the military leaders, it's like they always got like the beret on, and then half the time they'll have like the dark sunglasses on, and it's just like
I need to
okay.
send you the African Corps there's this like a whole thing of memes where it's like interviews, and there's the guy. He's like, 22 baby, 23 baby mother, real bad man. Like she's asking him, like, tell me about yourself. So you have a lot of kids, and he's like, 22 baby, 23 baby mother, real bad man. It's just like so great. And there's another one with this guy. He's like, if there is corruption, I am against corruption. But if there is corruption and I am involved, I stand by it. Like talking basically like if I'm involved in the corruption, it's good. Any other corruption, fuck that. I was like,
we had
here
Richard
for that.
Nixon where he was like, if the president does it, it's not against the law.
Oh yeah, and Trump took that to a whole nother level.
Yeah, he did.
It's like
And the
I
Supreme
like
Court
Judge
said,
Dredd.
Yeah.
Mega City 1, Judge Dredd. I love Judge Dredd. Everyone loves him. Motorcycle, big guns, Schwarzenegger. Ugh, what a man, Schwarzenegger. Everybody loved him.
Was it Schwarzenegger?
The original. Or no, sorry. Stallone.
Yeah, because
Sorry, I get my meaty men confused.
that was actually filmed in my dad's office when he worked
The
for
original?
GTE. Yeah.
The second
Out
one's
here
good,
in
man.
Westlake Village.
With Urban from The Boys. The remake is like fucking epic. I wish they'd make another one. That's great fucking movie.
You're a Judge Dredd fan?
The concept of it, yeah. I mean, the world's in such shambles. There's just mega cities owned by corporations. It's kind of tight. So, you know, it's the same as like Alien with like how there's like...
Yeah, I just like Sigourney Weaver's titties.
Okay, there you go. All right. And see, and that came out in your head. Tell them that you like Sigourney Weaver's titties. Say it now, comrade. Do not be scared. Do not be pussy, comrade. Just say it. Say it with chest. Say it like bear. You're like, I like her boobs. Very good. You are impressive now. Your promotion is in bag for you, my friend.
That's what Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are hearing right now when they're in Moscow.
In 8 hours, you will be calling your matroshka to let her know promotion is yours. Yes.
I was just playing in a tournament, and the guy next to me was Matrosa, and I was beefing with him, dude.
Why? What did he do? Besides,
he was there. I wasn't beefing with him. Like, I was just swooping his chips, but he would like, because so he's to my right. So every time like I have like a big blind, he has a small blind, and so like he'd try to like if everybody folded, he'd try to raise me just to take my blinds. You know, just happen over and over again. But I would just counter back and just take his chips. And I'm just like, dude, can't you see this is not working out for you?
Just the old tennis match. Yeah, pirate slang just be too much. That would be really fucking annoying. You would lose. People would get burned out on you very quickly.
True. But as an American speaking Shakespeare in English, you know,
how
as
do you feel about going out on a date with this peg-legged captain? They'd be like, what, bro? This guy asking me out on a date? Like, everything would be a joke. No one would take you serious.
I mean, what about your Johnny Depp?
Well, yeah, but then at that point, I mean, that's just like, okay, look, you know that long coat you only wear when it's cold? We want you to wear that on set today. And no, don't bathe. You stay exactly how you are. Your hair looks great. You basically look like a fucking pirate. We just need you to like wear your long coat. And he's like, and just like shows up.
Yeah, like just get out of the poop bed.
Like every time there's like I don't know, like Armani or Dior commercial with him for whatever before
Sauvage.
Yeah, Sauvage. I'm like, oh shit, another Pirates of the Caribbean, because like it's not like he's not dressed like he's in a fucking Pirate Caribbean in that commercial. I'm like, dang, dude, he just like really sold out into this character.
Johnny Depp is fucking, I would always tell people, overrated as an actor. Like he has like no hits other than Pirates of the Caribbean and Fear and Loathing. Donnie Brasco.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape is a great movie.
Okay. But not since he became a man.
No, but I think that stuff like that, that's like when people are like, Billy Bob Thornton is a shitty actor. And I'm like, okay.
I don't know about that.
So there was a period of time when people would say that. And it's like, okay, cool. But like, have you watched Sling Blade? Because Sling Blade's if you watched it, you wouldn't even believe that's who's playing the character in the movie Sling Blade when you find out it's Billy Bob Thornton. There's boomers I know that would not believe you if you told them that. Oh, it's Billy Bob Thornton. They'd be like, no, it's not. It's like, no, it is. He just does this weird thing with his jaw, and it's kind of fucked up. There's an interview in like Behind the Actor Studio, I think, or Actor Studio, and he's interviewing. He's like, oh yeah, like I knew a guy that was like that. That's like where I created that character from. It's like people like
Well, I know, but what's fucked up? I mean, he's acting, you know.
no, I know.
Like nowadays, they'd be like, "Why didn't you get a full retard to play that role?"
Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. I mean, I suppose. But then if you do, like, whenever someone was, like, talking about The Ringer, somebody was bitching about the Ringer with Johnny Knoxville whenever he's, like, you know, pretends to be disabled in the Special Olympics. And all they did was employ people with disabilities in the movie.
Right.
And it's, like, it's such a great movie. And, I mean, if anything, it makes fun of Johnny Knoxville way more than it makes fun of them for having a disability. But because they were cast, that was such a big deal when that movie came out. They're just making fun of them, and it's like, nah, I don't think so, man.
Right.
It's actually kind of like a beautiful thing, but okay. Like
Totally.
okay.
You know who else does that is Kill Tony. Has a lot of disabled people come up and do stand up.
Well, he's got to just balance out being a huge piece of shit. So like that's all it is. Like someone was talking to me, they were like, oh, like yeah, this company does this, you know, like $60 million a year like nonprofit to help. I'm like, yeah, it's a tax write-off. Like it's like, oh, I just built $1 billion resort. What should we do? Well, let's give the disabled like $50 million and maybe people will get off our ass. It's like that's like,
Yeah,
well,
but it's
no,
something.
it's helpful. It's like it's just like we appreciate the help. You know, it's like the person that shows up to the block party and brings a bunch of stuff like they're supposed to, but everyone knows they don't want to fucking be there. So it's like, no, like we appreciate you like coming and bringing the hot dogs and buns to the block party. You're a piece of shit neighbor, but like we appreciate you for doing that. It's the least you could do for being such a shithead on the street. Gives off those vibes to the max. Mm-hmm.
Final therapy question.
I like taters. Mm-hmm. Have you ever watched Sling Blade?
To be honest, no, I haven't. I know that, you know, stuff. I know about the movie.
Do you know the premise of the movie?
Yeah, I know that. I just haven't fucking.
It's like
sat down.
Slow guy gets out of
I've
prison.
seen like clips.
Because he like kills this dude and kills his mom with a sling blade. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. It's like fucking wild, and it's like I remember being a kid and like watching this movie and like what the fuck. And basically the premise is for those of you who don't know, this is an older movie, but this is like you should go watch this movie because Billy Bob Thornton in this movie is flipping incredible. Like I'm telling you, it's not him. No prosthetics, no nothing. It's like him altering his face in real time. He talks about how much it hurt to play that character. But this character, big old, you know, slower gentleman who lives in like a southern town who gets out of prison and is like adjusting, but he killed his mom, killed his friend for banging his mom, caught them banging, and chopped him up with a sling blade. And he comes home and he's adapting, and that's the movie Sling Blade. I don't know.
Shout out, now he's doing T-Mobile commercials.
Dude, talk about living. I was saying this the other day. Dudes live like 10 lives. Whenever we were in like middle school, he was married to Angelina Jolie and was like,
and they had like each other's blood and vials around their necks.
I remember one time they were showing up to like the Academy Awards. They're like, "Oh yeah, we just fucked in the car on the way up here." Everyone was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
bro!" And her dad, John Voight's, just like in the corner, like,
yeah, but he's a piece of shit too.
That's what someone was saying. Is like, "Oh, it's definitely daddy issues." I was like, "Yeah, for sure, like for sure," but that's still fucking weird. That's super fucking weird.
Therapy question number 4. Final therapy question. Would you rather your dreams be in anime or claymation?
Anime.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you could just do cooler shit. Colors would be cool. Claymation would be tight. Like, I would not mind if when I had dreams, I was thrown into, like, the Wallace and Gromit universe, Chicken Run. Like, the claymation universe is pretty cool. But
What was the wrestling one?
Oh, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
That show was awesome. That was a
Yeah.
big deal too when it would come out. It was like, what's the episode this week?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
We were like watching, like it was like, oh, it's Hanson versus Marilyn Monroe. That was an episode. That was a big deal, and it was like very topical and satirical. It was funny. I love that show.
They should bring that back.
And they would let people do their own voices. They would have people voice their own claymation characters. So like when they had like Hanson versus Marilyn Manson, they like had them in studio to record their voiceovers. Super creative. There was a video game too, Celebrity Deathmatch video game, claymation fighting game. It sucked, but that existed. Yeah, but anime would just be cooler. The colors, it'd be like, I'd like have cool moves. I feel like there'd be more weapons involved, like some just cool anime shit. Like I'm down for that.
Same. And the chicks are hot.
Yeah, claymation's always very grounded and like real.
I mean, I don't think the anime chicks are hot. I should just clarify.
Yeah, sure,
They,
dude.
they could be
Now we know what you're
hotter
doing with
than the
all
claymation.
with your AI subscriptions.
I was
You're
actually
doing, like
just-
AI, creating your own AI anime porn over here, dude.
No. No, I was trying to think of it was the line from Almost Famous where he's like in the interview and then he's like, and the chicks are great too. And he's like married.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Claymation would just be kind of dull. It'd be cool.
It'd be
but-
cool like for like a second, but not all of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Any real good claymations that we've seen, shit, even despite like the absurdity of Celebrity Deathmatch, all claymation stuff is pretty much rooted in reality. There's nothing that's like so hyperbolically crazy. Like when you think about like a movie like Chicken Run, I think it was just the penguin. There being an evil penguin like dude that's lurking around. Like that was what was goofy about it. But other than that, everything like the backdrops, the setting, people, what they interacted with was all fairly realistic, like based in some sense of reality, which would be lame. I'd rather my dreams be based in like something like a little outside of reality, like anime world.
Shout out Japan.
If you were an anime character or anime dreams, would you want to have like the like, hey, we got to get out of here, guys? Or would you want to have like the anime dad voice? I'd always wanted the anime dad voice. Was super deep. Remember like the guys who
I don't watch
like,
any animated.
what?
Yeah.
They always
My
have
roommate in Santa Monica, you would never guess it, but is super into anime. And whenever I first moved in, like on the Netflix, I would like go onto his like profile, or whatever, and you couldn't get any recommendations of like anything other than anime. Like I didn't even know a Netflix could look like that. You would think Netflix is just an anime like subscription service from like his like what he watches. It's crazy.
back in the day. I was dating this girl, and it was her whole Netflix was either like, it was a white girl, either black television stuff, like anything black related, or anime. I remember
And
I
she's
was like,
dating you?
and I was like, hell yeah. I was like, yep, I'm in. We good. We're good.
Someone has a type.
It was like Power, and all these like just
I don't
like
watch any of that shit. That's
the
funny because like
game, and then it was like
I've been going through like all
Pokemon.
the streaming services. I've been like looking at like the movies they have to offer, and like I just keep like clicking just to see what they have, and eventually it'll get into like the black section, and all of a sudden like the next like 15 movies are movies I've never heard of that like are all like full length ass movies of just black people in it in all of them, and it's just it's like there's this whole
subculture.
yeah, but like
Like the
I'm like,
black
who's-
community has.
I'm like
their own
who's
movie.
funding this? I know,
Tyler,
but no,
Tyler
but-
Perry, duh.
I,
Come
well,
on.
I know,
Like,
but these aren't
what?
Tyler Perry's. They're like Tyler Perry, but like I'm like who the fuck has the money for this? Like they're not coming out in theaters.
Did you watch them? They did not have that much money when they made it. So
Yeah, I didn't obviously watch them.
the cover art was half of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, would you rather your life be anime style or like Medea style? Oh Lord, you like that would be a nightmare. You'd have nightmares all the time.
yeah.
What's wrong, sweetie? I don't know. I just woke up. Tyler Perry just wouldn't leave me alone.
Jesus Christ.
What's his name? What's the white stand-up comedian. Gary, what's his name? Not Gary Oldman. He's in like all the Friday movies and stuff. He's a white guy. As I was like, he's a white guy who's black famous. I'll have to find him. His name's Gary Owen. Gary Owen. He's hilarious, but he's married to a black chick and is like a black white guy stand-up comedian. I don't know how to describe it. His stuff's really, really good, but he talks about like being a white guy that's black adjacent all the time. Love to. He's pretty fucking funny. If you saw him, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I saw him in like 3 Fridays before the last Friday after next," like or whatever they're calling these movies now.
They've only had 3.
Coming out with the next one.
Yeah, supposedly. We'll see.
But Chris Tucker still refuses to be in it.
It's a shame.
But he's gonna be in Rush Hour 4.
Shout out.
He got too cool. He started making that Jackie Chan money. He didn't want to go back to the hood. That's pretty much what it is.
I don't know. Who's got more money, Jackie Chan or Ice Cube?
Ooh, that's good. I want to... That's probably closer than people think, but I would probably still say Jackie Chan.
Maybe, because he's got like global, a different market. Yeah,
like global poll, that's like when people are like, oh, who would have more money? XYZ.
Well, it's just like Bad Bunny, you know?
Or like Stephon Marbury. It's like, no, Stephon Marbury made a fuck ton of money off of his shoes, just like not here. He was playing in China.
Right. Still is, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is. That dude's never going to stop, dude.
I think he's the statue, dude.
It's not that tall, but he's got one.
Yeah. All right. Articles?
Yeah. I got on Facebook. I made a deal with Bob. Article number 1. And this has been going on. I think this is like so bad. This is so stupid. And the more we hear about it, the worse it's going to get. But this is from the AP. Sure. Hegseth cites fog of war in defending follow-on strike on alleged drug boat. Alleged. Keyword is alleged. If you can even use that, we'll never know. Normally, if you're alleged of something, we get to the bottom of it. But we won't, because we just blew you the fuck up. Washington AP. Defense Secretary, or what was it? Secretary of War.
That's right.
Pete Hegseth cited the fog of war in defending the follow-up strike on alleged drug carrying boat in the Caribbean Sea in earlier September. During a cabinet meeting at the White House, Hegseth said that he did not see any survivors in the water, saying the vessel exploded in fire smoke. You can't see anything. This is called the fog of war. Hegseth also said he didn't stick around for the remainder of the September 2nd mission following the initial strike, and an admiral in charge made the right call in ordering the second hit, which he had complete authority to do. Lawmakers have opened up investigations following a Washington Post report that Hegseth issued a verbal order to kill everybody on the boat. The first vessel hit in Trump's administration counter-drug campaign in the Caribbean and Pacific Ocean has now grown to over 20 known strikes with more than 80 dead. The U.S. has built up the largest military presence in the region in generations, and many see the actions as a tactic to pressure Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to resign. What do you think about this so far?
Fucking insane. I mean, it's already a fucking war crime. Like, just the first strike. But like
the second one is clearly defined as a war crime. The second one, like, they're not a threat. They're floating, holding onto wreckage.
Shipwreck, yeah. And that comes from the Geneva Convention, which was after World War II. And it was because a German U-boat blew up a boat in Greece that had a bunch of British soldiers on it. And the soldiers were all, like, in the water. And then the German commander of the U-boat told the Germans to throw grenades into the water and shoot everybody in the water. And that was the example that they used to outlaw that and call that a war crime, because they were it was a boat that you blew up, and then the remaining people are hanging onto the shipwreckage. Exactly what happened here. So it's like not even like, it's like the example used to make this a war crime is exactly what they just did.
Yeah. And it's not that he said, like, kill them all during. Apparently he made a comment beforehand about one that we need to kill everybody and yada yada. So even then, and it's like if he was trying to follow orders, he was following orders, which was to kill everybody.
Well, they're also trying to just like throw the fucking admiral under the bus here. They're like, he's like, I left in the middle of it. The admiral made the decision.
And
Like
didn't the
fog of
admiral
war.
resigned? Did he not?
The head of SOCO, Southern Command. So we have like four, we've carved up the world into four different regions for the United States military. There's like there's North, South, East, West Command, and Southern Command takes care of like all of South America. And yeah, he resigned after this started happening. But it's like, dude, kind of too late, dude.
Yeah,
Kind of already murdered people.
yes and no, because by choosing to resign, if he cites this as a reason, if and when these people do get subpoenaed and brought up in front, I feel like he's more likely to be honest about what happened, because I'd be more concerned if he was still
Well, right.
following the legal
I know,
orders.
but I was thinking about this. It's like, yeah, you resigned after you did it a few times.
Yeah, but if they have the ability to take out and like get our DUI hire out of his position, or he gets fired, that's also scary, because then who's more incompetent who would take
Well, he'll
over
get
those?
pardoned.
No, exactly, but but would people who want to get rid of him give somebody like this dude a pass?
I mean, maybe
Yeah,
let's be
for
something.
sure. No, definitely. That's like, do you have Kato Kalin on if you can potentially like stick it to OJ?
No, I get it. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it just sucks. I'm not like criticizing the guy. I'm just saying it sucks, dude, that you like got caught up in this and like you still might get fucked. Like, it's SEAL Team 6 doing this. Like, it's fucking nuts, dude.
Well, but it's not even, because it's more
And
detached.
then
It's more detached than that. So that's where like Jesse Ventura would be pissed, because it's not like the Frogmen and SEAL Team 6. Like, it's like some fucking dude behind a desk with a drone.
this
shooting
one, this
missiles.
one, this one was SEAL Team 6.
Oh, that blew it up. I didn't realize it
Yeah.
was actually SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, it was. And then Trump over the weekend declares that Venezuelan airspace is closed. It's fucking retarded.
We're
And
shutting
then-
it down.
Yeah. And then it's just like, dude, like, and then we have 15% of our naval assets in the fucking Caribbean right now. It's like we've been calling this, like they're going to go to war with Venezuela, dude. It's going to be a fucking disaster. And then they're going to be like, because we're at war, we can fucking crack down at home, and shit's going to get wild. Get ready. Unless they're hoping that they could just like flex enough to where Maduro will leave, but I doubt it.
Well, but I think if they can escalate and push stuff to the point to where, like, yeah, like it puts other things on pause. I mean, I do think, and not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, so much of this has to do with the release of Epstein information and all this insider trading stuff, the GOP kind of crumbling from the inside out. This is like a good distraction. This is
That
like,
and Marco Rubio really wants to do it because he wants to overtake the Cuban government. So he feels like if Maduro gets checked here, that he can then check Cuba.
what's gonna
So
happen
like
to Rubio?
Marco Rubio's like running point on this.
What's gonna happen with Rubio like after
He's gonna run for president.
He's not gonna get
against J.D. Vance.
He's not gonna get any traction.
He thinks that he will.
Everybody fucking hates Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is like Ted Cruz 2.0.
No, he's not. He's not. No, he has like friends.
Exact 2.0. He's got friends.
Okay, well,
He's got some
the thing about
friends.
Ted Cruz is that Al Franken, when he was senator, says, "I like Ted Cruz more than most of the other senators, and I hate Ted Cruz." So it's like other senators actually like Rubio.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that their opinions post all of this will change, because we're seeing a different version of him. Marco Rubio was always like little Marco, little Marco. He always was really nice and palatable, and I think that this version of him, when he comes out, he's not going to be the same. He's like,
I agree.
they're
I
all
mean,
drunk
to
with
us.
power.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know. I mean, he's just, he thought he could be president before. I'm sure he thinks so now that he's been Secretary of State and National Security Advisor. That's also
Yeah,
people
but
forget
that's
about that.
true. But
He's
also,
doing both jobs.
I mean, for who? It's like who hires you has something to do with it too.
Yeah, but not to Republicans who fucking voted for the guy who
Like,
hired him.
Chip Kelly was a head coach for a while, but it was a shitty hire, and like, Chip Kelly.
Okay,
sucks.
but you said for who? You got hired by the Eagles. You telling me the Eagles
Yeah, we
aren't
realized
good
we made a
organization?
mistake and got him the fuck out of there.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, we were on the
The
downside.
dream team.
I'm just saying
team,
you're
bro.
seeing. I love that fucking drunk ass Vince Young's the one who said that. Like never played dream team. They're like, dude, you're third string. Like who's letting this guy talk? He won the Heisman. Yeah. Well,
Fog of war, not an excuse for
yeah.
war crimes.
Several legal experts have told the AP they believe the second strike violated peacetime laws and those governing armed conflict. The Pentagon's own manual on laws of armed conflict also specifies striking survivors of sunken ships of being patently illegal. Orders to fire upon the shipwrecked would be clearly illegal, the manual says. Donald Trump distanced himself on Tuesday from the secondary strike, which the news report said killed 2 survivors who were clinging onto wreckage. Trump said he didn't know anything and that he still hasn't gotten a lot of information because I rely on Pete. That's great. I didn't get a lot of information because I rely on this
That's
guy.
how you know that they fucked up. And they also changed the policy after this, so they haven't done it since because they know they fucked up.
Yeah. I didn't know anything about people I wasn't involved in, he added. Hegseth, sitting next to Trump at the cabinet meeting, said Trump has empowered commanders to do what is necessary, which is dark and difficult things in the dead of night on behalf of the American people. Pentagon Press Secretary Kinsley Wilson said earlier in the day that all strikes have been presidentially directed and the chair of command functions as it should. At the end of the day, the secretary and the president are the ones directing these strikes, Wilson said while speaking on a hand-picked outlet at the event at the Pentagon. And when did they decide to not let people go into the Pentagon? I want to see that timeline of when
That was recent.
I know. So it's like, what does this have to do with that? Everything with them, there's a correlation. So it's like
because it was back in September. You mean?
And remember, they're like, oh, nobody's allowed. We're not doing those press briefings.
Well, they made them like have to sign like a document saying
a
that
loyalty pledge.
Yeah, it was like, they wouldn't say, they would get like everything that they wrote like approved by the Pentagon, and every outlet including Fox News said no besides like one OAN. And then like
of course
Marjorie Taylor's boyfriend.
Yeah, I bet you that's the idea on that's changed now. At the end of the day, yeah, they're directing these. The Trump administration has suggested that the admiral overseeing the operation made the actual decision to conduct a second strike. Trump called him an extraordinary person on Tuesday and said, I want those bows taken out, and if we have to, we will attack on land also. We just like we attack on sea.
See what I'm saying? Like they're already giving us the pretext.
Oh, but this is what they want. They want. And also, like, I feel like the fog of war is more of like a mental thing, not like actual physical fog.
I know. He's a fucking idiot. That's it.
And there was reports where it's like, oh, there was no second strike. There's a great video. I love watching Caroline Leavitt like try to talk her way out of shit. And if you watch this press conference,
I watched it yesterday.
It was so rough for her. Number one, she's not wearing her cross. So when she's up there lying her ass off, she does not wear her cross necklace. If you haven't noticed, there's context clues on her jewelry. She
never wears it.
She lies all the time. When it's like bad, she's not wearing it. I'm telling you. So she wasn't wearing it, and her face showed it all. Where they asked, like, "Hey, we've heard reports that this didn't happen." Then we heard reports that this did, and that it was at the direction of somebody, and it was basically which one is correct, that this never happened, or that Pete Hegseth directed them to do this. And she's like, "Oh, it's the latter." She was like, "Oh, it was the second one." This is dude. There's been so many times, and I know I pick these articles. I try not to make them Trump centric. I've been doing good the past few weeks of picking other things. Last time it was like, oh, I think last week I was just like pointing out all these creepy fucking pedophile dudes, but I try not to. But the amount of crazy shit that comes out of these people's mouths and the amount that they lie about, where this is like the 10th time where they're in a position of, were you lying now or were you lying then? When were you lying? Not if, when, which time? Is it Epstein files, hoax, not hoax? Like, when were you lying? When it comes to this insider trading, they're doing it, they're not doing it. It's a problem. It's not. When were you lying? Like at what point? Because you were lying either then or you're lying now, but you weren't telling the truth because your stories are so conflicting. There's not even like, if this was an episode of the first 48, these motherfuckers, you wouldn't even need to buy the witness a fucking hot chicken sandwich from Popeyes. Wouldn't even need it because their stories, just the continuity. Talk about it in like film, like the continuity between shots and making things. You're like, oh, well, there was blood on his shirt when he got stabbed, but now in this later scene, his shirt's clean. Hey, that doesn't match up. That's continuity when things don't make sense. And there's zero continuity across like such a myriad of topics when it comes to this administration. It's like baffling. It is crazy. In any other like junction in life or like path in life you would take, nobody would ever be allowed to be this full of shit all the time. Do this double talk. This is like, we have the most toxic relationship. This is the most toxic girl anyone's ever dated times a million, and that is like our relationship with this administration. Just so incredibly toxic.
Gaslighting's not a thing, babe. You made that up.
I saw you post that, but it's not even like, but it's past gaslighting because at least like it's not even you think I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah,
gaslighting.
They obviously
gaslighting.
They have contempt for their own voters.
Yeah,
dude.
but like gaslighting, it's like is a manipulation tactic to try to get something out of somebody or manipulate into agreeing with you, and kind of like it's a sleazy communication tactic to try to like get somebody to side with you because they're not stupid. So it's like I gotta gaslight you into agree. But like we're past that. Like this is like the dumbest shit.
I know, but like
stuff.
how fucking like condescending your girl Caroline Levitt is. Like when she is lying, that's the gross part. It's like she's just up there, just like I watched the whole fucking thing yesterday. And she had like a whole speech in the beginning. I was like, God damn! Like this, like I wanted to turn it off like 10 times. I'm like, it makes my skin crawl. Like just like how cringy it is.
Yeah, I mean, and you can see it in her face when she's like, no, it was the latter. Like she wanted to die. She was like, oh fuck, like, and they've been bracing for this probably to come out for a little while too. They've definitely been like, fuck. And this is probably why they're not letting people report from inside the Pentagon. So there's no more like, I mean, you can get that information from people. The routes that they're taking, they complain about leakers. All they're doing is creating more people to leak who are like, hey, we're like withholding information from like the American people, which is super fucking weird. So yeah, it's the whole thing is nuts. And Pete Hegseth's an idiot. He should have been fired with Signalgate. Like this is the type of stuff. Okay, like Epstein files, cover up, redactions, all this insider trading type stuff. This is the type of shit that's gonna get these people in a shit ton of trouble when they get out of office. This is the type of stuff that's really gonna like bring pressure in a way where it's not like a court of public opinion type thing, or we can spin this like that's like, if it's a war crime, it's a war crime. Like there's people who, I mean, I still criticize Obama for committing war crimes, criticize Cheney and Bush for committing war crimes. We have committed war crimes and atrocities across the world since we've been alive and before that. So to try to spin it as anything other than that is dumb. And it's different. I hate to say that this war crime is different than like an Obama war crime.
I don't know if Obama committed war crimes.
I personally think if you're indiscriminately using drones, to kill 5 people, to kill like 65 innocent people, it's not worth it. Like to me, I think like that's borderline. That's why I said there's some people who would say that Obama is a war criminal. There's people on the right. There's people on the left who would say that he's a war. The right, not so much, because then they'd have to admit that like he actually was like doing shit that they get wet dreams about, like dropping bombs from drones indiscriminately on whoever the fuck's down there. They don't give him any credit for that. Not that he would want it, but they don't. Because they'd realize he was more leaning into that military-industrial complex.
I know, but at
to
the same
appease
time,
them at the same time, it was also to like appease. That's one of his biggest issues. Is he tried to be too diplomatic across both sides of the aisle. And
well, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if they give a fuck about like being hypocrites anymore, because like Trump's like saying like Senator Mark Kelly's like committed treason, and it's like, bro, you committed. He's like punishable by death. It's like, then let's get the fucking gallows out, dude. Like, I mean, Trump, it's punishable by death, dude. You're first to go.
Yeah, this is the stuff that's going to be highlighted over time. This is just proving the ineptitude of not just like the president or the cabinet and these people. It's like everybody. Then it's crazy that we were talking about like, oh, you don't have to follow illegal orders. Yeah. And then they were doing illegal orders like
timing.
Well, and that's why I think that there was probably rumors that there was some shit like this going on, and that's why they said that in the first place, knowing that this is going to come out at some point. And they look like, you could tell, like, I implore everybody, if you need to put it on mute, that's fine, because she's super fucking annoying and she lies all the time. But you could just watch the video of Caroline Leavitt talking about it and answering questions, and her face, because she's all...
That's the White House press secretary.
Yeah, she's a bad actor, as one of my bosses would say. I'm a bad actor. I know exactly what you're thinking in the moment because your face shows it. And dude, she's the same, and you can just see it. Like she's like fuck. Like this could be. This is bad. Like this is an impeachable offense for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Hegseth's probably going to get fired. You're probably going to see Hegseth.
I don't know, dude. Signalgate should have got him fucking fired.
True, but that's a breakdown in communication when it comes to like top secret information. This is like a war crime.
What was the Hillary's emails?
Like what I'm saying is like Hegseth could be on the docket after Netanyahu in their national criminals court. Like he could be like this could lead to charges that come from international courts that have nothing to do with
but
this.
we're not a signer to the International Criminal Court. So
no, I know, but on paper,
you won't be able to travel.
Yeah, on paper that would be super fucking bad. Like that, like it doesn't matter if he gets prosecuted, goes to jail or not. The fact that he would have that looming over his head, couldn't leave the country, and he's an idiot, so he fucking would. And he's so antagonistic that they'd be waiting for him to. Like you don't get to. This is oh my god. In my day-to-day life, I see this all the time. It shocks me that people think they can treat other people terribly and then expect those people to have their back whenever they need somebody to support them. It cracks me up, and that's totally what Trump, a lot of them do. Hey, let's say Trump comes under, like there'd be people waiting for him to step off of a plane in Dubai to arrest his ass and take him off somewhere if they could. Dubai would be a little bit difficult to pull that off, but they'd fucking try because he's so antagonistic.
I always wonder that, like, what does the Secret Service do?
You better have one of the guys that's like, yeah, you were always the best boss.
Like when they came to arrest the president of South Korea, like his Secret Service was like protecting him in his house. There was like a standoff.
True, but then you see other times where who was it? The president of the Philippines, and then
Duterte.
Yeah, and he was murdering drug dealers, and he got tried, and he got scooped up for.
And he's at the Hague.
Yeah,
but that's also because like his rival became the president and just let it happen.
Well, yeah, but he was actively murdering people accused of selling drugs, so he was 100%. Like executing people like caught with drug possession. That's why someone's like, "Oh, I'll go to the Philippines. They got crazy weed." I'm like, "You better be careful, dude. You better shut the fuck up, dude. They'll never see you again." What are you talking about? Weed. Yeah, like they got none, bro. What are you talking about? They got like gun-toting Christians over there. It's like,
come to California, dude. We got the crazy weed.
But this whole thing, people badly, and now he wants them to support him and have his back. That's absolutely dumbfounding. That you have such delusions of grandeur that you think you're so great that you can treat people horribly and they're still gonna love you. That's such an unhinged level. And he's talked about it before, but you're seeing it in real time. Like, and now it's reaching the point where innocent people clinging onto ship wreckage are being hit with the second strike of a drone. Like, I mean, it would have been just as fucked up to leave them out there and let them float adrift.
No. Like, a part of the thing is you have an obligation to go get them.
To go scoop them up, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been...
Not only not kill them, but go fucking save them.
It would have been a war crime. So you picked the worst option. Like, you picked, like, the worst option you could do. Like, oh, we broke up. I need to go...
It's a problem if you leave them there.
Yeah. Oh, we broke up. I need to go get my stuff out of the
remember,
apartment. And there's a couple different ways you could do it, and you chose like break into the apartment when no one was there, take all of your shit and her shit, and burn the apartment down. Like that's probably like the worst. You could have waited, but like you chose the absolute worst option you possibly could.
Well, remember there was survivors one time, and then they didn't even and they're so dangerous that we have to extrajudiciously kill them. But they were survivors, and they just returned them to their home country because they didn't want to because they knew that they had no case in the United States. So they're like, well, we don't want to bring them here. We don't because we can't like put them on trial because they didn't do anything. So we'll just bring them back. So probably this time they're like, oh, make sure there's no survivors. It's like, oh, you forgot that's a war crime too. This whole fucking thing is retarded.
Well, there's an SO. This is very true. Anybody who's like a serial killer, for the most part, there's an escalation phase where they have this idea of where they want to do something. Like, I want to go drive, I want to pick up a hooker and shoot her, whatever, that these guys. A lot of them, they get caught because somebody remembers them from when, like, they interacted with them and they didn't. But what happens is these people, they build up to the point to when they do that. So they escalate their actions until their action is what they're wanting to do. So they'll be like, when they interview these people, they're like, oh yeah, like I was thinking about doing it. So like one time I picked up a street walking lady of the night, scooped her up, drove around, had my gun in the car, and I let her go. And then the next time I picked one up, drove around, the gun was like tucked underneath my leg. She had no idea I had my hand on it, but I still let her go. And then like the fifth or sixth time, it's like, oh, I had the gun under my leg, and then I shot her, and I killed this lady. And that's like the escalation process. And you're seeing this escalation process within our administration, where now they're pushing it to where they're violating international law, committing war crimes, murdering innocent people, right? Like then returning them back because they know they don't have shit. Like they're escalating their actions to a point to where it's like they're becoming that serial killer, and like a way that's like it's a slow process. This is going by very quickly, but I do think this started in the first administration, was kept smoldering as a fire. So they kept feeding that fire while he wasn't in office for 4 years, and now it's like a bonfire and they threw gasoline on it. But this escalation.
I thought Pete Hegseth was a Christian too. He's just like down for murdering people.
Jesus wants you to murder people because we know their names and we know we knew their names. It's like, no, you don't. If you did, you'd release them. Like, stop it, bro. Because you guys are so stupid that if you do something and it's even remotely close to right, you're gonna tell us all of the facts about why it was almost right.
Yeah, so Cash Patel will tell us before it's even like an actual fact. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
so
of course.
So boys, stop. Like, yeah. Like you're like,
if you have the receipts, you would provide them, it's telling that you're not.
You know, it might not be the best analogy, but just like almost every single serial killer, robber, people who like there is an escalation when it comes to crime for people with this mindset, and they do it incrementally to basically like get the guts to do it, and they just get the guts to do fucked up stuff. And they want to do it. It's just building up to that point, and now we're killing innocent people, or allegedly innocent, or allegedly dangerous drug dealers.
There's 11 people on the fucking boat, and you don't go fucking like smuggle drugs with 11 people, so they're probably like human trafficking, and so you just killed a bunch of people who wanted to come to the country, too, which they're probably happy with.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you want to go out and take out a bunch of coyotes and people that like lock people in Oil tankers, drive them across the border, exploit women and children and people looking for a better opportunity, murdering people, essaying, graping them, whatever. The people that do these coyotes are awful people for the most part. I can't think of like a good story of a guy who helps shuttle humans across the border, but like they go after the fucking coyotes. I have such an extreme, almost like beyond right wing view of like, if you want to attack the border, this is how you attack the border if you actually want to fix it. But blowing up people in boats, and they were way far off the coast. Like it was in international waters, which makes me cringe. If you ever said like, well, it was in international waters, so it's not that big of a deal, it's a big deal. Whatever you did was creepy. Anytime you throw around the term international waters about your birthday party, about the island you live in, something that happened on a fucking boat, getting in a fight on a cruise ship, there's not anything that's good where we talk about international waters. Unless like the least bad thing you could do, I guess, would be dumping trash into the ocean or fishing somewhere you're not supposed to,
rescuing someone.
Yeah, other than that, pretty fucked up. That's like, there's no need. That's like, oh, where'd you get that? Like, oh, dark web. Oh, I purchased this on the dark web. There's never anything good that you're probably buying off of the dark web. Otherwise you'd buy it like off of the regular internet, right? It's the same thing. Oh, international waters. Instantly my ears perk up and I'm like, what were you doing, or who were you fucking you weren't supposed to be? Because that's a big red flag. Well, international waters. No, get out of here.
That's a good take. That's a good take.
And Caroline Levitt said that within the first 15 sentences of that speech before she took questions. And everything was done according with international water law. No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? If you were on the up and up, you wouldn't have to tell me you followed the rules. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
Because when they say they are, they blatantly haven't. And this one is something you can't cover up.
I guarantee you Trump does a blanket pardon for everybody who's ever talked to him.
He'll do a blanket pardon for Bondi, for him, for Patel.
Blanket for everybody in the administration.
And be like, because they were doing the work that needed to be done to get this country where it needed to be, and they shouldn't be punished for that. 100%.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we'll get into it. We'll talk about another pardon. He's pardoning all stupid shit. I don't think he's gonna pardon Diddy, because Diddy looked like he living his best life in there, bro. But I do like that he's all like peppery gray now and white, which is sad. He's got the look.
He'll dye it.
Dye in there? You think he'll dye?
No, dye his hair. I'm sure he's been dyeing his hair for a while.
Obviously, you know what? And people forget there is a Just for Men hair gel box with a black man on it. That happens. See, I'm letting mine go. I'm getting all these silver streaks in here, dude. I'm for it.
But that's why I want Trump to go to jail, because like without the hair and makeup team, like he's gonna look crazier than he already does.
Oh, dude, he's gonna look nuts. It's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be super fucked up. I'd like to see that.
I thought once he lost all the gays, like his hair would start looking fucked up, but it's it's still. Obviously it looks fucked up, but.
But you thought gays were helping him with that? No.
Probably for a second.
No.
Back in his apprentice days.
Maybe. Back when he was a Democrat.
No, I know. I'm saying before he was a president.
Yeah. It's like, love the gays. Love them. Do great wonders with my hair.
Yeah, he hangs out with Giuliani when he was dressed as a
Brucey, my spray tan expert. Great job. Article number 2. Trump pardons Honduran ex-president who is convicted of drug crimes. Hey, this is from KER or NPR and KERA and viewers like you. President Trump has officially pardoned former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, who U.S. officials said was at the center of one of the largest, most violent drug trafficking conspiracies in the world. A White House official not authorized to speak on record confirmed that the pardon was granted, and the Federal Bureau of Prisons confirmed his release on Monday. Hernandez, who served 2 terms as the leader of the Central American nation, was sentenced to 45 years for conspiring to import cocaine to the United States. But we care about drugs, right? The pardon of such a high-profile convicted drug trafficker, however, has led to accusations of deceit and hypocrisy by the Trump administration as it comes while the president and his team continue to escalate the military campaign against drug trafficking out of Venezuela. Because we want Venezuela's natural resources. Everybody, we've wanted those for fucking decades. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Back with what was it, Hugo Chavez, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Hugo!" It was the same thing because he was like, "I'm not gonna like give you guys fucking gas," and that was like the biggest issue from the jump with Venezuela is once they took control over their own natural resources, America hated Venezuela because I think that their oil they're sitting on one of the largest oil reserves in the entire world. And everything they do with that is to benefit themselves and nobody else. And
Yeah,
it
but
pisses people off.
it's so corrupt there though. Like
No, it is.
they only have like 20% of like their capability like online, and they used to be one of the richest countries in the world, and now they're like fucking terrible. It's terrible there.
But if let's say we do go to war, it's a field day for like Exxon Mobil and all those guys going in
Chevron's
there.
already there.
No, I know, but it would open the floodgates
Yeah, for sure.
to everybody. As a leader of he was a leader of one of the largest criminal enterprises that has been the subject of to a conviction in U.S. courts. And less than 1 year into his sentence, President Trump pardoning him, suggested that the President Trump cares nothing about narco trafficking. Hernandez's time was briefly overlapped by Trump's first term, and in that first time, Hernandez fostered support from the Trump administration after joining a small group of nations and moved the Honduran embassy to Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Of course, why is that? Why is that the play? That it's so weird, and I'm not even trying to make it about that, but it's so weird. That, like, yeah,
every United States president said that they would do it and never did it.
Why? Who cares?
I don't know, but
Who cares?
I'm just saying, like,
because we're a Christian nation and we want to bring upon the end times, so we.
But we
Israel,
purposely didn't.
We need
because
Israel to exist so that everyone can die and the world can end. That's what the book says. So allegedly. So I'm just curious. I've always said that
that is why
the weirdest death cult in the world is Christianity, because they're just like, no, I want everyone else to die so I can go to paradise. That sounds great. It's like, really? Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. Well, it starts because, like, honestly, if it was like if they put a subway in at the corner of the street, the Bible says that if there's a subway there and a Texaco over there, that's the beginning of the end times, dude. If that came out, there'd be 2 subways and 2 Texacos on those corners within that, and they'd be like, oh, they just really got to be here, and I'm like, wait, what are we trying to do? It's like egging on.
Yeah, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That's what they want, and that's
right.
What's weird. It's like there's a want for everyone to die, so I can go to paradise.
They're like, they gotta put the chess pieces in place for it to like activate.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. So it's like, no, now we're gonna move. So like moving the embassy to Jerusalem from Tel Aviv. It's like, what? Like, get out of here. Like, what is that? What purpose does that serve other than like that? Like,
It just pisses off like Muslims and Christians and Jews. I mean, like,
no, but
the whole point of not
Muslims.
doing it. Yeah. All right.
One time, one of his Trump criticized the prosecution, telling reporters last week that people he respects told him Hernandez was treated very harshly and unfairly. I wish people would say that. Man, they weren't that good to Joseph. Oh, really?
Caroline Levitt said it yesterday. She had a whole thing of like, wow, it was a sham trial. It's like, bitch. It's just
same with, but look at
imagine like the DEA agents that spent like years and years like getting this dude arrested, and then like he was like, yeah, fuck it.
He's pardoned another drug dealer and the guy who founded Silk Road, and he pardoned that Silk Road. And I've done a lot of research. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, breakdowns, interviews with the people that caught him. I know how that guy got caught. Him having Silk Road is not why he went to federal prison. Him hiring assassins and people to execute hits and paying them in cryptocurrency, and those people that he was trying to commit hits with being federal agents is why that guy was in federal prison for the rest of his life. Was it selling drugs? Sure. Was it mostly because he was making payments to execute people who he thought were against him? Because he went by the Dread Pirate Roberts was his name on Silk Road, and he got caught like on his laptop on the master thing for Silk Road. Like, they had to catch that guy was very difficult, and to have him not like wipe his drive and clear everything. And he got arrested and got caught. They really ratcheted up the investigation because he was paying people. They got an undercover agent into the server for Silk Road, and he offered to like murder people for this guy because he thought people were ripping him off. There was all sorts of drama within that drug community, and so he started paying people in crypto to commit hits. That's what he got arrested for. So it's not that he got arrested for the drugs, which is what they make it about when they talk about Silk Road and his pardon. It's like, no, he was paying to have people fucking murdered. They staged a murder and sent him pictures to make it look like this guy actually killed this person, and then he paid them out in fucking Bitcoin. And that's whenever they really started coming for him. It's because he was paying people for hits on Silk Road. You could buy people on Silk Road, not just drugs. People, drugs, guns, you could buy anything off of Silk Road. That was like the whole purpose. And he was using his own platform to purchase hit squads. That's why he went to prison. That's who he pardoned. That's who Trump pardoned. Fuck the anonymous Tor browser, dark web, drug market he created that he just created. He just created like a Facebook marketplace where anybody else could sell anything. But then he started using that to try to kill people. Crazy, right? That's what they don't tell you about with that. Is like that motherfucker was paying to have people killed. That's why he was in federal prison. They couldn't attach him to selling fentanyl, moving drugs, or people. They had none of that. It was literally like, I own this site and I need to kill these people because they're threatening to expose me or threatening to take my shit, and I got to kill these motherfuckers. He got arrested in a public library. Talking about it in a public library. Like, fucking crazy, right? He criticized the prosecution. Roger Stone, his longtime political advisor who lobbied for Hernandez's release, shocker, Roger Stone showed up, shared on his radio show. He has a radio show. He delivered a four-page letter from Hernandez claiming that he was the victim of wrongful conviction and lawfare by the Biden and Harris administration. I wish I could just say that. Like, we're seeing so much shit just blamed at Joe Biden that now this is Joe Biden's fault. Like, he's leading the FBI, like, leading this DEA investigation. If he showed up and was like, hey, look into this. Back in the day, they'd be like, with all due respect, sir, let us do our jobs. That's probably what would be fucking said. And then he'd be like, okay, my bad. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. My bad. But yeah, no, I heard he was treated unfairly, so we're just going to... I heard it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Let's make it fair. Yeah, and he wrote, congratulations to Juan Orlando Hernandez on your upcoming pardon. Make Honduras great again. Is he allowed back in Honduras? That's a question. Like, do they want him there?
There's like an election going on right now, and Trump said if the right-wing guy doesn't win, that he's going to take away the funding for the United States to Honduras.
He posted like 400 truths last night, just like rambling and ranting about crazy shit yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. Like literally like 200 like racist. That's when he's like, oh, Somalis, which I don't have an article, but we need to get rid of all the Somalis.
Somalia listens to the podcast. Shout out.
Yeah, we disagree. Let the Somalis in. They're the captain now. Gen Z and millennials embrace sustainable alternatives to imported fresh flowers. See, I'm trying to keep it lighthearted. Instead of hiring a florist for her October wedding, Emily Day decided to grow her own flowers in her front yard in Calgary, Canada. A creative challenge that turned into a lesson to the hidden climate costs of the global flower industry. She said her homegrown arrangements were just as beautiful as store-bought ones, and cost a fraction of the price. Day and her fiance built garden boxes out of wooden shipping containers in March and filled them with blooms like yarrow, feverfew, straw flowers, and statice. Yes, statice. They harvested and dried them in the midsummer ahead of the fall frost. On her wedding day, her bouquets featured autumn shades accented with blue. What is that?
Echinops.
Ooh, that sounds. I bet you they're pretty though. From a local farmer, and tansy she foraged from her roadside ditches. What is that crazy bitch doing in the ditch?
I know, dude. This is what. Like, yeah. Is this one person in fucking Canada doing this, or is this everybody? Come on.
as Gen Z and millennials incorporate sustainability into weddings and other special events, I think they're more worried about like putting weed in their events than they are about like.
Yeah.
Some are growing their own bouquets, picking wildflowers, that's against the law, or using potted plants. Businesses are sourcing their flowers locally and collecting. See, and this is like the thing that like I'm not gonna read this whole thing because it's just about like flowers, but like sustainability. But there is something to be said about sustainability that I do think we that younger generations care about that older generations don't give a fuck. Like when you talk to somebody who's like 70 about like climate change and global warming, they're like, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be here. Like they all have this same mindset, like the fallout. So why would I stop it from happening? It's fucking weird, and they've been like that for forever with like the ozone layer. There's so many different things that have popped up, like for our parents and older generations to like switch to more sustainability, and they've actively chosen not to. And then as they've gotten older, they've just quadrupled down on it and became kind of dicks about it. So it's nice to see. I mean, while this is a small example, it's nice to see that like there is an effort to try to use more sustainability when it comes to shit. You know, I'll be happy when glitter's like outlawed. Glitter is like the worst shit in the world for the planet. Glitter's terrible. Glitter ends up in the ocean. Microplastics.
Yeah.
That's like one of the biggest threats to our species is microplastics. That's not talked about. Like, but lack of sustainability or not focusing on sustainability.
I bet you like paper straws, huh?
Not really. I mean, obviously, it's more pleasing to use a plastic straw, but if you got paper straws, I'm like, all right, whatever. That's all you have. Like, it's a free market. If you don't like it, then go somewhere that doesn't have paper straws. Like, that's your right as a consumer to go do that. But you can't like bully them into like you need to be less sustainable and eco-friendly or I'm not gonna eat here again. Like that on paper sounds stupid as shit. That sounds so dumb, but that's the stance because I'm comfortable with plastic straws to make my thin lips feel better.
Yeah.
When I started my business, I knew that I wanted to recycle everything that I could, compost what I could, and repurpose what I could. Shout out. People think I'm crazy. Like in my yard, I'm using, so I have like these pecan trees, this huge one up front, and some on the side of my house. I reuse the leaves. You rake them up, and you put them in your flower beds. You put them in those areas, and that's like free mulch. It breaks down over the winter, makes the ground richer. Everybody just bags up their leaves and throws them away, and it's like that's the type of stuff that you shouldn't do because you could use that to make your yard better, and it's just putting the nutrients back into it. And people are like, what are you doing over there?
I mean, according to the chef on Below Deck Mediterranean, you can use human poop. It's really good fertilizer, but we get rid of that too.
Yes and no. You can, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't use any like dog poop, cat
Well,
poop,
not dog
human
poop. I'm talking about human.
True, but it can still create issues, parasites. So you
Yeah,
have to be careful
I
with
know,
that.
I know. I'm just
And like,
saying.
like, oh, George is shitting in his compost box again. Like that's like I don't want to explain that.
No, I agree.
But like, what are you
I'm
doing?
just telling
Oh,
you what the chef. I'm telling you what chef said.
I'm keeping it to put it outside. You don't have any toilets. Oh no, we shit in the compost. Like, oh. And our kids are homeschooled. That's the follow up. And my kids are, oh, if you're shitting in your compost box, I'm sure you're homeschooling your kids. Trump said he is sharper than I was 25 years ago. Then he spent an hour appearing to doze off again. He dozes off a lot, bro. Like my dad's 83 now, and we'll be hanging out. My dad dozes off all the time. This dude's dozing off. At the start of the cabinet meeting, just after noon Eastern on Tuesday, President Trump had made his seemingly obligatory reference to sleepy Joe Biden. Then he assured he was sharper than I was 25 years ago, while rebuking the New York Times for a lengthy and detailed story last week laying out how the 79-year-old president appears to have slowed down during his second term. Trump is sharp, but they're not sharp, Trump said of the newspaper. Trump chastised reporters for what he cast as unfair treatment when it comes to his health, stamina, adding, you people are crazy. But over the next hour and a half, Trump struggled to embody the sharpness and vigor he had just laid claim to. In fact, he seemed to wage a lengthy and often losing battle with a midday nap, even as his cabinet was assembled to engage in one of his favorite activities, singing his praises. He repeatedly seemed to doze off. It was the kind of scene, in fact, that Trump once upon a time ridiculed as evidence as the president's lack of stamina and fitness for the job. About 15 minutes after his broadside health issues and stamina reporting, Trump seemed to struggle to keep his eyes open. As Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, let's be honest, we all try to keep our eyes open while that fucker talks, praised his trade wars and hailed the greatest cabinet ever for the greatest president ever. Dude, these claims are so wild. It's like talking to like a 5-year-old. He's the best at everything he's ever done. It's so wild. It doesn't matter what it is. He can make a peanut butter. He's like, best peanut butter and jelly ever made. A lot of people say I make the best. They say I make the best peanut butter.
I know, dude. It's fucking gross.
If you watch the video, dude, he's dozing the fuck off too. Like he's.
If it was like, if he was a normal age president, just a normal president, like I'd be like, yeah, dude, that job's tough. Like if Obama fell asleep in a meeting, I'd be like, I get it. He's working his ass off. But it's Trump. He's like 80. It's like, nah, dude, this guy's old.
Sleepy in the tan suits. Tan makes you tired. Yeah, I mean, if you watch it, he's like dozing off, and then he does this, then he'll open his eyes like he's realized that he's dozed off. But we've been seeing this for months. I mean, look, you're 79. Nobody expects you to be like, you know, getting the blue patch at the presidential physical fitness test.
He does. His guy said he's like in great shape.
No, I know, but like I'm saying is we're not stupid, and like Occam's razor says like, nah, man, you're not what you're used to be. It's just like the most likely outcome is that you're just old. So to pretend like that's not the case is just weird. So this whole like, nah, I'm better than I was 25 years ago. If anybody that was 79 or 80 said that to you, you would laugh and be like, man, he's still got it, dude. He ain't giving up. You would say positive things about this old man, but everybody knows like, bro, you ain't shit compared to what you were 25 years ago. But you would be like, oh, like it'd be like, you know, like, dude, this dude, he ain't scared, bro. He's getting old, but he's still fucking, I like it. He's still got some fire in the, like, right? There'd be something, but it'd be like cutesy. You wouldn't be like, oh, yo, he is stronger than he was when he was 50 at 80. Like everybody be like, shut the fuck up. No, he's not. Like, what are you talking about, right? That's like just some dumb shit to say. There's some stand-up guy where I can't remember what it is. He talks about how people say dumb shit all the time. And he's like, people say dumb shit. Like someone dies and they're like, oh, she's in a better place. He's like, what are you talking about? She's in a box in the ground. Better place. She's dead. Shut up. Like, that's stupid. Why would you say that stupid shit? Them saying that is the same level of stupid. It's the equivalent. I'm 20.
Yeah, I expect nothing less, dude. It's like he just, you know, he's the boy who cried wolf, except for like on steroids.
There was something they showed that he's done like 600 or 700 less official events that he's been in so far in his second term than he did his first term this time last year. And he's always sitting now. You never really see him standing up when he's doing these meetings, press conferences. He's sitting behind a desk where you can't see him. There was a video of him walking around with some kid at the White House, and he's like pigeon-toed. He's got this pigeon-toed thing and a foot drag, which is like a stroke, mini stroke, something like that is normally how you get that. He's dragging, I think it's his right foot, like really bad, like dragging this motherfucker. And he's walking, and he's got this weird gait now. And it's not like I'm trying to, look, I mean, you'll be like, I am. I'm not sitting here and trying to bash this old dude for his health. We're going to go through that. Everybody goes through that. Our bodies age, we change. But like, dude, if I am 80 and I'm trying to talk to you like I'm 50 and I'm the smartest, like slap the shit out of me. Like, so like, cause that's not the case. Like, that's absolutely not the case.
No, I know. Obviously, dude. That's just who this fucker is.
No, I think I say it like that sometimes because some people might actually believe it. That's what's fucking crazy. Some people might think that this almost 80-year-old man who's taking naps all the time and has spent a whole life eating KFC and like taco bowls and has a Diet Coke button, that this dude is in better shape now than he was. He was in bad shape 25 years ago because he was doing the same shit. Because he was doing the same shit.
I know. He made like a fat joke at Governor Pritzker over in Illinois. It's like, dude. And then he was like, I could lose some weight too. It's like, okay, there we go.
I'm not going to talk about how he's a fat slob. I don't like to talk about how people are fat. Everybody's like, bruh, like,
dude,
shut up. Like, any equivalent would be is any like analogy I could come up with, which is like kind of my thing. It wouldn't make sense. Like, it's stupid. Like it's the ugliest person in the world telling somebody else that they're the ugliest person in the world. It's like, dude, you got the sash, the trophy, the crown, the scepter. It's all at your house because you just won the award yesterday. Like, no, dude, like, shut the fuck up. It's so out of bounds. And this is something that's if they're gonna lie about something, obviously they lie about everything. But if they're gonna lie about something as non-political as his health, because that's not politics, that's just like science, right? That has nothing to do with politics other than them weaponizing and him, Sleepy Joe, whatever. But other than that, this is just like Father Time's undefeated.
Yep.
Unless you're Donald Trump, which is like some Kim Jong-un. He never pees, he never poops because his body's so perfectly in tune. Like, it's the same level of cultish psychosis.
Yeah, and just like them saying he's the best president ever, same fucking sick of
greatest cabinet ever. I'm like, maybe the richest, sure. And there's a lot of, and in time it'll probably be frowned upon as like one of the most corrupt, because it's like, how is it not? Like, it's the same case I make.
Obviously.
Same case I make with Oprah being a bad person. Too much money to not have been. You've made too much money to not have been terrible to people to reach that point. That's not how it works. And anybody who's a bad guy, Peter Thiel will tell you that he's crushed souls to get to where he's at. Elon Musk will tell you he's crushed souls to get to where he's at.
Well, Oprah just promoted books, dude. Come on now. I'm not going to let you trash America's sweetheart.
No.
Close this out.
I'm just saying they're more similar than they're different, because that mindset to be that successful, especially organically like she did, to have that mindset and come where she came from to be where she's at, she's crushed souls. You just have to. Like,
I don't think so.
Bruh.
She's created souls.
You don't think there's someone that Oprah didn't like who had a great book that could be on the Book of the Month Club, and she didn't put them on the Book of the Month Club, and that didn't crush
she would
that
never
book
do
sales? That. Get out of here, dude. Yes, she would. Everyone gets a car, you gotta pay the taxes. And then she had to go back and pay the taxes on a bunch of people's fucking cars, because she was like, oh shit, the people who get tickets to my show for free, like, can't afford to buy a new car right now, or even pay the taxes. No shit. What? That's then you know you're fucking detached from reality.
At the poker room, every 3 months they give away a truck. I'm just selling it right there on the poker floor. Fuck the taxes.
Yeah, some of them would. It's all on Facebook Marketplace, dude.
Let's sell that shit.
Oh yeah, that's like you needed it. And you know, there's some people who were like holding out with their shitty truck, waiting to try to win that truck. Like, that's their game. Like, I've done the math. If I show up and I play, I could put $35,000 down on a new truck today, or I could take $300 and go to the poker.
You have to play for 100 hours in 3 months.
That's what she said. 100 hours for 3 months, and for every 100 you play, you get a name.
You get a raffle ticket.
Yeah. So if you paid 10,000 hours, you'd get the equivalent in tickets.
I don't think you could do that in 3 months, but
hey, man.
One time I did it. It was 195 hours, so I missed out on the second ticket. And then they called 6 people who weren't there, and it was like less than 200 people in the fucking thing.
You had your shot. Well, you got anything else for us, sir?
Meditate, bitches.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, share, leave a comment, whatever. Live it up. Crazy times. Keep watching the news, pretty please. I know I say that all the time. I'm like, pay attention. There's crazy shit, but it's true. We're living in completely unprecedented times, and they just become more and more and more
precedented.
Yeah. I mean, we're just living in precedented times now at this point. Like, what can't be done.
That's right. America.
Then we got a 79-year-old fucking stallion of a horse president. Y'all be good, be safe, stay out of trouble, and as always, go fuck yourselves.
Shut up.
Recording stopped.